E.N.D here, day 6 and penultimate day for the spoilers of Magic Foundations. Leave me in the comments below which is your favorite card spoiled so far. Mine is without any doubt the new mythic Eldrazi. Anyway, let's start. And I want to start with a couple of leaked cards. A leak a day, keep the hype up and never away. Loot Exuberant Explorer, 2 and 1 green, 1/4. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. 4 and 2 green, tap, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from among them and put it onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom in random order. Sky Night Squire, for 1 and 1 white, 1/1. Whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. As long as this creature has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has flying and is a knight in addition to its other types. Rite of the Dragoncaller, 4 and 2 red, enchantment. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. A shock and you will have a 5/5 dragon creature token with flying. E.N.D Saint of Dust, 2/1 white and 1 black, 4/4. Lifelink hexproof from instance. As long as your life total is greater than your starting life total, it gets +1/+1 and has menace. She gets an additional +5/+5 as long as your life total is at least 10 greater than your starting life total. Zimon Paradox Sculptor, 2/1 green and 1 blue, 1/4. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures you control. 1 green and 1 blue, tap, double the number of each kind of counter on up to 2 target creatures and or artifacts you control. Raise the Past, 2 and 2 white, sorcery. Return all creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Drake Hatcher, 1 and 1 blue, 1/3. Vigilance Prowess. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many incubation counters on it. Remove 3 incubation counters from it. Create a 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying. Blasphemous Addict, 3 and 1 black, sorcery. You may pay 1 black mana rather than pay the spell's mana cost if there are 13 or more creatures on the battlefield. Each player sacrifices 13 creatures of their choice. Ideal for multiplayer formats. Abyssal Harvester, for 1 and 2 black, 3/2. Tap, exile target creature card from a graveyard that was put there this turn. Create a token that's a copy of it except it's a nightmare in addition to its other types. Then exile all other nightmare tokens you control. Sylvan Scavenging, for 1 and 2 green, enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, choose 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control or create a 3/3 green raccoon creature token if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. Dauntless Veteran, for 1 and 2 white, 2/2. Whenever this creature attacks, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Bolt Wave, for 1 red, it deals 3 damage to each opponent. Burn decks have a new toy. Strongbox Raider, 2 and 2 red, 5/2 with raid. Enters the battlefield. If you attack this turn, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. Fiendish Panda, 2/1 white and 1 black, 3/2. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. When this creature dies, return another target non-bear creature card with mana value less than or equal to this creature's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. Dreadwing Scavenger, for 1 blue and 1 black, 2/2 with flying. Enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card, then discard the card. Threshold, this creature gets +1/+1 and has that touch as long as there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Pendant of Greed, 2 generic mana artifact, for 1 tap, sacrifice a creature, draw a card and put a spirit counter on it. Activate only as a sorcery. 4 generic mana tap, sacrifice it. Each opponent loses life equal to the number of spirit counters on it. Reprints, don't forget that Magic Foundations is 50% reprints. Authority of the Consuls, very strong reprint. Brass Bounty, Flame Wake Phoenix, Genesis Wave, 1000-Year Storm, Swiftblade Vindicator, Youthful Valkyrie, Ascent Scatter, Spectral Sailor, Exsanguinate, another strong reprint, Aberrate with new alternative artwork, Mild-Mannered Librarian, Wildwood Scourge, Ruby Daring Tracker, Meteor Golem, Heraldic Banner, another strong reprint, and Tolarian Terror. Last but not least, Sire of 7 Deaths. Yes, we already saw this card, but we didn't saw the alternative artwork, especially the text box. So that was the last card in this particular day 6 for the spoilers of Magic Foundation. Join me again tomorrow for the last day of spoilers of this foundation set. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.